Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Burke and I wanted to talk to you today about my interviews that I conducted. Back in February, I had the pleasure of talking with Miss Adrianello. She teaches accounting for Niagara County Community College, and I had never met this woman before, but as soon as I got on the phone with her, you could tell this woman loved what she did. It was in her voice. You could just hear the passion that she had for instructing. And she was explaining to me a little bit of her history, that she never intended of going into education. She just thought she would keep on going in accounting. But once she had kids, she felt she wanted a little bit more flexibility. And she took up being an adjunct teacher for Niagara University and ended up loving it. So that's what brought her to the field. She's a huge advocate for to keep on learning and lifelong learning. So that was really great to hear, about what we were learning in our lesson, and then tied into exactly what she was saying. She's also a big proponent of reflecting and reflective practices. She does a lot of reflective journaling after she teaches her classes, makes little notes, what worked, what didn't work, what she can improve upon. So that was really great to see, and that was one of the big takeaways from her interview, was just hearing about what we're learning in school, in our own school, and applying it when we are educators out, shall I say, in the real world. But it was really a pleasure to talk with her. For my second interview, I also did talk to another instructor. This was Cynthia Myers, and she is the director of the radiology program at Niagara County Community College. And talking with her, she started out working at Millard Gates Hospital, and that's where they used to have an x-ray program way back when, before they had them in community colleges. And she ended up, same kind of thing, she didn't think she would get into teaching. She ended up being asked to teach a class there, and then ended up pursuing more in the education field because she loved it. Again, the big point that I saw, not only with Miss Myers, but also in Miss Anello, she stressed to keep on learning, to keep encouraging your students to learn. So that was, again, just really great to hear. Same kind of thing echoed again. And then just the differences in these two interviews. I felt like with the second one, somebody who's at the end of the career, we were asking different questions that were tied in a little bit more with their life and what they expected, tied in with their jobs. So the answers from Miss Myers were a little bit different, and just how she, for example, how she felt at the beginning of her career. Yes, pursuing her job and her career was very important to her, but now that she's at the end and she's approaching retirement, she is at the top of her field, and it doesn't matter to her. She's a grandmother and wants to spend more time with her grandchildren and that kind of thing, so that's what she's looking forward to. So it was really a pleasure to talk to both these women, and I was very excited just to hear them outside of lecturing in class. I felt like you could learn a little bit more about them and their teaching practices that you don't normally hear in class. So I look forward to hearing everybody's or reading them about your interviews, and hope you're having a great semester. Take care.